Welcome back to the channel Coins Collector everyone to another exciting video right here on the channel. Today we are going to dive deep into one of the most fascinating coins in modern American coinage, the 1999 D. Lincoln Memorial Cent, also known as the Liberty 1-cent coin. You may have seen pennies all your life and perhaps never thought twice about them. After all, they are the smallest denomination of United States currency, usually worth just a single cent. But believe it or not, some of these coins are not only rare but also highly valuable, fetching staggering amounts of money in the collector's market. In fact, a single example of this coin has been recorded at auction reaching a value as high as $132,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, a penny worth over six figures. That is enough to buy a luxury car, put a down payment on a house, or change someone's financial life in a single lucky find. In today's video, I will be walking you through the story of this coin, the history behind the Lincoln Cent, why the 1999 Denver Mint penny is so special, and how you can tell whether or not the penny in your pocket could be worth a fortune. We will also explore how condition and rarity play such a huge role in determining value, and finally we will talk about what collectors and grading companies are currently seeing in the marketplace. So if you are a fan of coin collecting, history, or just love the thrill of discovering hidden treasures, then stay tuned because this is going to be one of the most exciting videos yet. Now let's set the stage. The Lincoln Cent has been a staple of American currency since 1909 when it was first issued to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features the famous bust of Lincoln, and the reverse in 1999 still showed the Lincoln Memorial, a design that had been introduced in 1959 to mark the sesquicentennial of Lincoln's birth. By the late 1990s, billions of pennies were being struck every year. The Denver Mint, identified by the small d mint mark under the date, produced hundreds of millions of coins in 1999. At first glance, this makes the idea of a rare 1999 D penny seem impossible. After all, how could something minted in the hundreds of millions possibly be rare? But as with so many treasures in the world of numismatics, the devil is in the details. The reason this coin has achieved legendary status among collectors comes down to errors and varieties, as well as the incredible importance of grade. Some 1999 D cents were struck with a double die obverse, meaning the inscriptions such as Liberty and In God We Trust can appear doubled under magnification. Doubling errors are among the most desirable and valuable mistakes in all of coin collecting. On top of that, coins that were struck with exceptionally sharp detail, preserved in pristine condition without scratches, marks, or discoloration, can be certified by grading companies like PCGS or NGC as mint state coins with grades as high as MS67, MS68, or even MS69. Those top population coins, where only a handful exist in the entire world, are the ones that can bring jaw-dropping results at auction. So when we talk about a 1999 D penny being worth $132,000, we are referring to the absolute best of the best, a coin in unbelievable condition that survived more than 2 decades without ever being spent or damaged. Imagine the odds of that happening. Out of hundreds of millions of coins, only a small handful were saved by collectors or accidentally tucked away in bank rolls, and out of those, only 1 or 2 achieved such a flawless grade. That is the magic of coin collecting. Something as small and ordinary as a penny can become a 6-figure prize when the right factors align. Now let's talk a little more about the history. By 1999, the United States Mint was gearing up for the new millennium. The state quarters program was about to begin, and coin collecting was entering a new golden era of popularity. The Denver Mint in Colorado struck coins primarily for circulation in the western United States, while the Philadelphia Mint handled much of the eastern production. The mint marks, the small letters under the date, serve as tiny time capsules linking each coin back to the city where it was born. Collectors love these distinctions, and sometimes one mint will have a slightly different die variety or striking quality than another, leading to great variation in market value. When we look at the marketplace today, coin collecting is thriving like never before. With online auction houses, eBay listings, and dedicated numismatic platforms, rare coins are reaching a global audience. The story of the 1999 D penny is a perfect example. Just one sale at a record-breaking price can ignite massive interest, causing thousands of people to go digging through their pocket change or old jars of coins. And while most 1999 pennies will still be worth only 1 cent, the possibility that you could find one of these valuable varieties makes the hunt incredibly exciting. What makes this particular case even more interesting is that pennies are often overlooked. Quarters, silver dollars, and gold coins usually take center stage in the hobby, but pennies are where many collectors begin their journey. They are accessible, common, and tied to everyday life. Every American has handled thousands of them, yet within those mountains of copper-plated zinc coins lie a few true gems. The 1999 Lincoln cent reminds us that treasures can be hiding in plain sight. Now, let's dig deeper into the grading process because this is key to understanding why some coins sell for extraordinary amounts. Grading companies evaluate coins based on strike, luster, surface preservation, and overall eye appeal. A coin graded MS-60 is considered uncirculated but may have noticeable marks or dullness. As the grade increases, the coin becomes sharper, shinier, and more pristine. By the time you reach MS-67 or higher, you are dealing with near perfection. For modern coins like the 1999 penny, these grades are extremely hard to achieve because most coins went straight into circulation, picking up scratches and wear almost instantly. That is why a top-graded example can bring 6 figures while the very same date and mint mark in circulated condition is only worth face value. Let's also highlight the role of demand. Collectors love Lincoln cents. They are among the most collected series in the world, and that means there is constant demand for high-grade examples. Add in the factor of an error or double die, and the demand skyrockets. Supply and demand together create the explosive results we see at auction.so. What does this mean for you? It means that every coin in your change has potential. You may not become an overnight millionaire, but with knowledge and patience, you could stumble upon a coin that pays far more than its face value. The 1999 penny is proof of that. It shows us that history, rarity, condition, and demand can turn a humble cent into a headline-grabbing collectible. As we continue through this video, we will break down the specifics of what to look for. We will talk about the double die obverse, the placement of the mint mark, and the telltale signs of a high-grade coin. We will also look at auction records to show you the real market trends, not just hype. By the end, you will know exactly why this little coin is worth big money and how to tell if you might have won yourself. So grab your pennies, dust off those old coin jars, and get ready to discover the hidden value in America's most common coin. The 1999 Lincoln cent is more than just pocket change, it is a story of rarity, luck, and the enduring fascination of collecting. Stay tuned, because this journey into coin history and value is just getting started. Today. If you are new here, I want to give you a very warm welcome because on this channel we explore the world of rare coins, hidden treasures, and valuable finds that might be sitting right in your pocket change or tucked away in an old coin jar in the back of a drawer. Today we are diving into a fascinating story about a coin that many people overlook, a coin that most folks might just think of as another piece of small change, but in reality it carries an incredible history and an unbelievable value on today's market. I am talking about the 2011 Lincoln cent, sometimes called the 2011 Denver Mint penny, and how certain examples of this coin have been selling for massive amounts of money, with one particular example reaching a current market value as high as $62,000. Yes, you heard that right, a single 1-cent coin worth more than a luxury car or a down payment on a house. Now, before we get into the details of why this coin can be worth so much, let us set the stage and talk about the history. The Lincoln cent is one of the most iconic coins in United States history. It was first introduced back in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, and it has been a part of American life ever since. Over the decades it has gone through several design changes, but the central image of President Lincoln has remained constant, making it the longest-running design in U.S. coinage history. The penny is small, it is humble, and many people simply ignore it, but for collectors it holds a very special place. The year 2011 might not sound that long ago, and it is true that millions upon millions of Lincoln cents were struck that year. In fact, the Denver Mint alone produced over 4 billion of them. With such huge numbers, most people assume that every single coin is common and worth no more than its face value. But the beauty of coin collecting is that rarity does not always come from the number of coins made. Sometimes it comes from unique circumstances, minting errors, unusual conditions, or coins that remain in pristine untouched states that are almost impossible to find once they have circulated. That is exactly the case with certain 2011 Lincoln cents that have shocked the collecting world by commanding enormous prices at auctions. Think about this for a moment. You could reach into your pocket right now, pull out a penny that looks completely ordinary, and if it happens to have the right qualities, you could be holding something that is worth tens of thousands of dollars. This is what makes the hunt so thrilling. Collectors are constantly searching through rolls of pennies from banks, examining pocket change, and looking for that one hidden gem that could change everything. So why exactly are some of these 2011 Lincoln cents worth $62,000? The answer lies in condition and rarity. Professional grading services have certified only a very small number of these coins in the absolute highest grades of preservation. Imagine a coin that has never been touched, never been circulated, never been scratched by keys in a pocket or rubbed against other coins in a cash register. These coins are called mint state gems, and they are graded on a scale that goes all the way up to 70. The difference between a coin graded as 67 and one graded as 69 or 70 can mean thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars in value. Collectors pay top dollar for perfection, and because pennies are mass-produced and handled so roughly, finding one in virtually flawless condition is like finding a needle in a haystack. The 2011 Lincoln cent that reached $62,000 was a jaw-dropping example of this phenomenon. It was preserved in such immaculate condition that it stunned the experts. When it went to auction, bidding wars erupted because serious collectors knew how rare it was to find such a coin. The final hammer price shocked even seasoned numismatists. This is not just about a piece of copper-coated zinc worth 1 cent. This is about history, rarity, and the passion of collectors willing to pay extraordinary sums for the very best, but the story does not end there. Beyond that record sale, there are many other examples of 2011 pennies that carry value far above face. Even coins in lower uncirculated grades can fetch $20, $50, or $100. Coins with certain errors, such as double dies or off-center strikes, can be worth even more. So while not every single 2011 penny is going to make you rich, there are enough valuable varieties and conditions out there that it is always worth keeping an eye on your change. Think about how exciting that is. Every time you get pennies back from the grocery store, every time you open a roll from the bank, there is a small chance that you might come across something truly special. It turns ordinary daily life into a kind of treasure hunt. This is why the hobby of coin collecting has such a devoted following. It is not just about money, it is about history, art, and the thrill of discovery. Let us take a step back and consider the bigger picture. The penny has been debated in recent years. Some people say it costs too much to make, that it is no longer useful in our modern economy, and that it should be eliminated altogether. But stories like the 2011 cent show why coins still matter. They are not just units of currency, they are pieces of our culture and heritage. They carry the faces of presidents, the symbols of liberty, and the memories of different eras in American life. When one of these coins turns out to be incredibly rare and valuable, it is like a reminder that even the smallest things can hold great significance. So as we begin this deep dive today, I want you to keep this in mind. The 2011 Lincoln cent might seem ordinary, but hidden among the billions are a few extraordinary pieces. Those pieces have changed hands for life-changing amounts of money. They have inspired collectors to search harder, to look closer, and to appreciate the beauty of even the tiniest details. Whether you are a seasoned coin collector or someone brand new to the hobby, there is something magical about knowing that a penny in your pocket could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Stay with me in this video because we are going to explore the history of the Lincoln cent, the specifics of the 2011 issue, the reasons behind its value, and the latest updates on what collectors are currently paying in today's market. We will talk about how to identify valuable examples, what grading services look for, and what mistakes to avoid if you think you might have one of these rare coins. Most importantly, we will celebrate the joy of collecting and the incredible stories that coins can tell. So grab a seat, get comfortable, and let us start this journey together. By the end of this video you will know exactly why a humble 2011 D penny can be worth up to $62,000, and who knows, maybe the next time you empty your pockets you will discover a small piece of treasure waiting for you.